Good day, YouTube. Today's topic, I want to talk about some of the videos that I make, or the majority of the videos that I make, where some people might find them boring or dreadful, and some people may find them helpful. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share with you why I make the videos that I do outside of the Air Force videos. I talk about topics that are very important to me, and basically what I'm doing is I'm sharing what I've discovered works, what works for me, what doesn't work for me. I also share a lot of personal examples in the sense that I've been there and done that. I've made mistakes. I've realized what I've done. I've also had successes, and I like to share all that. That's why I talk about the topics that I do. When I first started this channel, it was based on finances, and I love the topic of finances. And then I would describe it to people as, why would somebody, especially a young person, go to this YouTube channel and listen to an unknown person talk about finances? I realized that people weren't interested in that. And that's when I brought in the topic of the Air Force, and that's how the channel has grown a little bit. Going back to the financial example, and the other topics that I talk about, especially now, because not everything is about finances. In fact, most of my topics nowadays are not about finances. It is based on my foundation. As an older person, not old, but older, I've learned a lot, and I love the topic in itself of learning, usually outside of the classroom. I like to learn, and I love the sweetness of life. But my foundation is this. And this is what I've learned. If I have a solid foundation on finances, I will succeed financially. If my foundation includes communication, good and bad, my life will benefit. If I talk about health and the importance of health and how nobody can take care of myself like I can take care of myself, or this vehicle, I will reap the rewards physically, mentally, socially as well. So those are just some of the topics that I love to talk about. And basically, this is how I think. You're seeing inside of my head. Anytime I talk about whatever I talk about outside of the Air Force, this is what I think about throughout my day, throughout my week. Those are the topics that sometimes people would call buzzkill. And if you know what a buzzkill is, let's say you're at a party, you're having a good time, and there's an individual that's a buzzkill, or somebody does something. It's no fun, I realize that. But my foundation is this, and it's solid in the sense that if my foundation is good, I can build up. If I take care of myself physically by going to the gym and running and taking care of releasing some of that anxiety, or having a balanced weight, I can eat at Thanksgiving, or any day. Today's Thanksgiving, that's why I say that. Whatever I want, and not have any, I'm going to start going to the gym next week. So I'm structured, I'm disciplined like that, and I'm not a perfect person. I'm not trying to be, and I will never be a perfect person. But I know what works for me. And health-wise, I love to take care of myself. If I can do that, I can take care of others. Mentally, I love to learn tools so I can use when I have a struggle. And if I can do that for myself, I can do that as a father to both of my children, or I can do that with my wife or a friend, because we will all have challenges. Financially, like I said, if my foundation is solid, I can enjoy the life and have many options, as opposed to when I wasn't financially well. I struggled. I had limited options. I was annoyed, frustrated. And that's the beauty of life, of learning and making adjustments. And if you've watched any of my recent videos, you'll hear the word adjustment and the word awareness. I'm very aware of what I want, what I don't want, what works, what doesn't. I don't know it all, and I can't do it all. That is why I talk about these important topics, because that is my foundation, whether it's health, finance, communication, my marriage. And the other thing is, I've reflected on my past, and I noticed what I liked, what I didn't like, and I said, how can I make things better? How can I have a successful fill in the blank? I know a lot of youngsters watch this channel, a lot of people in general, and I do thank you for watching. I hope that your life is as sweet as it can be, even though I realize that life on this planet is temporary, and in the end we can't take anything with us, so I'm aware about that. But I hope that you look to yourself as needed, when needed. A, that you're having a good life. B, that you're being a good person. C, that you make those adjustments when you need to. D, that anytime you have a challenge, you realize that there is someone out there that can help you, maybe down the street or at work or at school or wherever you may be, to get over that obstacle and get back on track. And then the last thing I'll leave you with is my outlook. My outlook is 80% positive, 20% pessimistic. Again, I'm normal, I'm just like everyone else, but your outlook, nobody should be able to change that except for yourself. If it's on track, good. If it's not on track, make those adjustments so your outlook will be positive. One of the topics that was, I guess, popular 3 years ago was positivity, and some people were saying that, is it real, is it fake, or are people just saying it because it's the latest trend? I don't know. I don't really care, because I'm worried about myself, and whatever I say, I mean. I don't have conversations with people, for example, small talk, because I don't believe in small talk. If I give a compliment, it's because I mean it sincerely. If I don't give a compliment, maybe it's because, why say it if you don't mean it? It's that walk the talk. Have a great day.